5 months ago today, Peter McKinnon built a tiny office inside his big office.
Not this one, but the one I built inside this one.
5 months ago today, I realized office spaces can make people go crazy.
Why is he sitting on a ladder in the rafters? I positioned my head between the studs.
For this reason, I never thought I'd be cuckoo bananas enough to get a space of my own. What if I just wound up rearranging it over and over and over? It was a scary thought, but here's the thing.
I never say no to opportunities, and I always like to keep the door open.
So yeah, there you go. Welcome everybody to the new evil lair. I can't believe I have a studio space. I love making fun of YouTuber studios. And yeah, here we are. It's nothing crazy. It's nothing terribly fancy. I think the most notable section is the finger skateboard park over there, which we'll get to in a bit. This space is actually directly connected to my little sister's painting studio. That's kind of the reason I moved in the first place. How do you like being neighbors?
I don't.
You know, I never say no to new opportunities, and I love keeping the door open. The biggest reason I decided to do this is because I want to have a healthy separation of work and life. And it's hard to do that when your home is your office. My studio apartment has been the place that I've edited and filmed and everything for years and years now. And I needed that place to be a little more sacred. Another reason this worked out is FlexiSpot reached out to me and they said, hey, we'll send you a desk and a chair. And I said, you know what? That lines up perfectly with making the evil lair. So let's do it. So they sent me this thing and they sent me this thing. I've sat in the same wooden chair for years now. It's terrible for back support. It's falling apart. And when I sat in this thing for the first time, I realized my posture is so cooked. And this is kind of step one in fixing that. It adjusts like 200,000 ways. And I have it dialed in perfectly to fit my body and my back and everything. The desk is an electric standing desk, which is super nice. I just have a preset locked in so I can go from sitting to standing in like 10 seconds. The hydraulics that lift this thing are crazy strong, so I don't have to worry about all the stuff I put on my desk here. I can just keep all of it on, and yeah, I'm never gonna exceed the weight limit of this thing. I don't know exactly what it is, but yeah. I'm not going to exceed it with just my equipment. It's sturdy as a rock. The only reason it wobbles at all is because I got it on this here rug. But yeah, the thing is rock solid. I opted for the dark bamboo top because I thought it would be the best fingerboard material. Turned out to be decently correct about that. It kind of has like old church bookshelf vibes, which I like. Ultimately, super grateful to FlexiSpot for sending this stuff along. This is going to be kind of my creative home until the owners of the building decide to kick me out. One of the main things about this place that some people might find interesting is there is no internet here. And that seems maybe a little bit crazy since it's a video production, like editing studio. And come to find out, the only thing when I really think about it that I actually use the internet for regularly, that's not just getting distracted by YouTube videos, is downloading music. That's like the only thing that I actually need an internet connection for. Everything else I can do offline when it comes to editing. So I have a phone hotspot. It doesn't give me a ton of data and it maxes out pretty quick, but it's just enough to download music for my videos. And so really what I'll do is I'll pop on, I'll download a song, I will log off the hotspot, and the rest of the time I'm just working here. It's been awesome. I've been bringing books to work, so if I do need a break, I can pop open a book. This feels like my asylum away from the internet. I come here, I do my own thing. When I go home, I allow myself to get on my phone or whatever, but I just leave my computer here. So I'm not really on my computer anymore. I'm barely on my phone. I'm reading a ton and I'm making stuff. So that alone is worth the cost of the space. What's every bit as important as what's in the studio is what's outside. I'm only a couple blocks away from one of my favorite skate parks, so when I'm burnt out, I can go over and get my mind off things. Because of this, I've been skateboarding a lot lately. So when I've done it too much and I'm really tired, I'll just go back to the office and go plan more dream tricks at my personal finger skate park. I was in there the other day working on varial heel flips when I noticed something amazing. I couldn't believe I missed it. Directly underneath my finger skate park is the perfect spot for another tiny, compact office to improve my focus and productivity. And for what it's worth, mine is smaller than Peter's. Okay, all jokes aside, this is what I want to say about office spaces. Don't aspire to work in cool places. Aspire to make cool stuff. I think places like this can be a trap for the wrong kind of person because you will further and further isolate yourself from the real world. And the real world is where true inspiration comes from. For me specifically, inspiration comes from other people. And I'm not going to meet other people here or any office that I can possibly make that's smaller than this. You know, YouTube as a platform rewards you for creating a character out of yourself and out of your world and everything. But I'm so much more interested in other people. I just did this highlight of this very strange, wonderful person who lives out in the middle of the Utah desert. I'll link that video below. I would love if you would go check it out because the platform needs more stuff like that. It needs more of this and less of this, if that makes sense. This place is a gift and I'm thankful for it. I think after 15 years, I'm ready to make this step and I know how important it is for me, not only to spend time here, but to spend time away from here. So if you're in a similar place and you think it's time, I'll leave a link to both the desk I use and my chair. They're so nice. They're nicer than I even need them to be. So thanks FlexiSpot for sending them along. I'm so grateful. I got one more of these like quick videos coming out very soon, and then I'm going to take a break. So yeah, thanks for being here. I'll see you in the next one.